Ryan, you have to believe me. If I could undo this, I would. I never meant to hurt you or destroy our relationship.
So, let me see if I can get this right. If we had just gone ahead and gotten married and I didn't find out about it ever, that if I just, as long as I didn't know, then everything would have been okay.
I'm saying it was a mistake. Sleeping with Grant, not telling you about it. Please, this is killing me. I love you too much to let go.
Come on. Oh, I see. This, you know, for just a minute there, I actually thought that we were talking about Ryan and how Ryan felt. But no, as usual, it's about Vicky.
What?
Yeah, well, you know, I should have known it from the beginning. I mean, that's the way it's always been. What Vicky wants, Vicky gets. Let's concentrate on how Vicky feels. I mean, that's what's right?
No, listen to me. I'm saying it was a mistake. All right, I am willing to take the blame for it.
Oh, well, bravo for you, Vicky. But let's take the objective viewpoint, shall we? You wanted Grant from the moment you went down to D.C.
No.
You went down to D.C. and you used our fight as an excuse. And then when Grant just proposed the inevitable, or maybe it was you,
stop this,
you
please?
decided to hop right into the sack because that's what was going to make you feel better, at least on that particular night.
All right, now, wait a minute. You are not being fair.
Fair? You come crawling in here, begging for some kind of forgiveness so that you can feel better? And you want me to just pat you on the hand and say, oh, everything's okay, Vicky. I mean, we'll get beyond this. Is that what you want? Well, I rot here in this jail accused of a murder that I didn't commit. Well, once again, it's all about you, Vicky.
You are so wrong.
You know what the kicker is? Grant was right. We never should have been together to begin with.
All right, now, you wait a minute. We had one of the best things two people could ever hope for.
I think had. Past tense is the objective word here, Vicky. Now, if you don't mind, Ms. Public Defender, I think it's time that you should go home.
Ryan, I'm not leaving here until this is settled.
Settled? Well, you settled it that night in D.C. Guard! Get this suit out of here. I'm finished with her.
You can do or say whatever you want to me, Ryan, but you cannot make me stop loving you. And I'm going to get you out of here if it's the last thing I do.
I didn't think you were coming.
Just what I have to look forward to, Felicia. Command performances, or else you're going to spill the beans about me.
Come on, sit down. You said you didn't want anyone to know about us. Fine. I'm not going to tell anyone.
Then why are you calling me every 5 minutes? If you're trying to make up for lost time, forget it. It's too late for us.
I know that. It's not about that. I'm worried about Ryan Harrison, and I think you can help me.
Me? Felicia, I hardly even know the guy.
Ryan says that Carl was at that club the night of the shooting.
So?
The police are trying to make a connection between Carl and Rick Madison.
And you called me here to tell me how my tax dollars...
Lorna, stop it. Now, Ryan was trying to help Jenna and Dean that night. If he says that Carl was there and he was involved, then I want to do everything I can to help him prove that.
Great. I hope you nail the sucker.
I will, especially if you help me.
And where do I fit in?
Well, I think it's a little strange, don't you, that Rick Madison turns up in this town just when Carl is being taken to jail?
Coincidence.
Maybe. But how does a two-bit hood like Rick get the money to back Sunburst?
Beats me.
If Carl and Rick were doing a little business, Lorna, you knew them both. You would know about that connection. You would know. Can't you see how important all of this is? Ryan Harrison's life is on the line here.
I'm really sorry for that, but I can't help him.
You can't, or you won't?
There's nothing to know, Felicia.
Did Rick know Carl?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, come on, Lorna. I mean, how many people does Carl Hutchins have to hurt? If there is that connection, come with me. We'll go to the police and tell them.
Oh, we?
Yes, I will do anything I can to help you.
You can't do anything, Felicia. Nobody can.
You really are afraid to tell what you know.
What do you think?
What does Carl have on you? What else? It can't be just those pictures.
Oh, what, you think that I had something illegal?
No,
let me tell you something. I may not be the good little convent girl that Jenna was, but I have been known to draw the line from time to time.
Then why can't you go to the police and tell them
And
what
blow
you know?
everything that I have worked my whole life for? I don't think so.
You know, you put up a good show, Lorna. But I know there's more.
Well, there isn't.
Carl Hutchins has something over you, doesn't he? Something else. And it's something that you are so ashamed of that you don't even want anyone to know, and you're going to protect yourself in any way you can.
This isn't one of your romance novels, Felicia.
No, you're right. This is not. This is something that's much more important. Lorna, I will be there with you. You don't have to do this alone.
Well, gee, thanks, but you know what? I'm really used to doing things my own way, so I'll be just fine.
For how long? How long are you going to let Carl Hutchins run your life? When are you going to start to fight back?
You guys hanging out for a little while? Damn it. What? What's going on? What is that?
Listen, she's right upstairs. I don't want her to hear us talking about this,
Hear
okay?
what?
Tell me what you saw again outside. What you heard or what you saw right before.
All right, calm down. No, I definitely heard some guy going down the stairs. I assumed it was this floor when I found this outside the door, okay? So what? It's a clipping. Who cares?
Circle in red like this, Matt.
So what, Dean? What do you want?
I keep going over and over in my mind the night that Madison got shot.
Yeah, and?
And I think that Ryan's telling the truth. I mean, I went down and talked to him. It all makes sense, man. I mean, he really could have picked up that gun after Madison was shot, you know? I mean, I trust the guy, and I assumed that he did that.
Okay, well, you didn't see him shoot Rick Madison, did you?
No, I didn't. It was dark, man. But listen, I trust the guy, and he says that Carl Hutchins was in the room. I believe that Carl Hutchins was in the room.
What would Carl have been doing with Rick Madison?
See, that's just the thing. None of these pieces are fitting together like they should, you know? And what's really bothering me the most, man, is that I don't know how Jenna fits in. I mean, think of all the weird stuff that keeps on happening, even after this video is being shot. Phone calls, weird phone calls from guys she doesn't even know, clippings being sent to the place, Madison falling in love with her, the shooting of Madison.
You think it's all connected somehow, right?
Matt, what if none of this has anything to do with Rick Madison at all?
What are you talking about?
What if the guy that whacked Madison was really after Jenna instead?